Hello! It's wonderful to have you here. Take a thoughtful approach to watching the videos and revisit them throughout the week. Keep in mind that engaging with these videos brings dual advantages. Firstly, enhancing your listening skills, and secondly, aiding in the subconscious memorization and application of these sentences in comparable scenarios. Stay persistent in your practice, and success will undoubtedly. Please subscribe and share our videos with your friends. Thank you. Good luck.
Now, Mr. Briggs, where were you yesterday?
Yesterday? What time?
At 2 o'clock. Where were you at 2 o'clock?
I was at home.
You weren't at home. You were in central London.
No, I wasn't. I was at home. Ask my girlfriend. She was with me.
Well, we're going to speak to her later. Where is she now?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Now, where were you on January the 12th?
January the 12th?
Yes, it was a Wednesday.
I can't remember.
You were in Manchester.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh, yes, you were.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was in prison in January.
Oh.
Hello, John. Where were you last month?
Oh, I was on holiday.
Oh, really? But you were on holiday in January.
Yes, I was in Switzerland in January.
Where were you last month?
I was in Florida.
Florida? What was it like?
Fantastic. The weather was beautiful. The sea was warm.
What was the hotel like?
Excellent. There was a swimming pool and private beach. There were 3 restaurants and 2 bars.
What were the people like?
They were very friendly.
Was your wife with you?
No, she wasn't. She never comes with me on holiday.
What about the children? Were they with you?
No, they weren't. They were with their grandparents.
Can you change this pullover, please?
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's the wrong size.
Is it too big or too small?
It's too small for me.
What size are you?
I'm not sure. Can you measure me?
Yes, certainly. You're a 36. This one's the right size.
I'd like a room, please.
A single room or a double room, sir?
A double, please.
With or without a private bathroom?
With, please.
For how many nights?
Just for one night, please.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I think my change is wrong.
Are you sure? Let me see. Oh, yes. You need another 50p.
Yes, that's right.
I'm terribly sorry.
That's okay.
I think English food is excellent.
Really? I don't think so.
Why not?
I prefer French food.
Bill Strongarm, the American astronaut, is talking to a reporter about his journey to the moon.
Well, Phil, welcome home.
Thank you.
Did you have any problems on the journey?
Well, we didn't have any serious problems, but it certainly wasn't a holiday.
Of course not.
We didn't have a wash or a shave for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes, it wasn't very comfortable.
Now, what about food? Was that a problem?
Well, we didn't have any normal food.
What did you have?
Well, we had some food tablets.
Are you going to the moon again?
I hope so. It was wonderful.
Every Saturday, Mr. Brown goes to town. He went to town last Saturday. He usually has a drink in the pub with his friends. Last Saturday he had 4 or 5 drinks. After the pub, he usually goes to the supermarket and gets the food for his wife. He got the food last Saturday. He usually comes home on foot. Last Saturday he came home by taxi. His wife was very angry.
John? Is that you?
Yes, dear, I'm back.
Did you come home by taxi?
Yes, dear, the bags were very heavy.
Did you get everything?
Yes, dear, I got everything. Nearly everything.
Nearly everything?
Yes, dear. I went to the butcher's, but they didn't have any steak.
They didn't have any cake?
No, dear, so I got some hamburgers.
Did you go to the baker's?
Yes, dear. But I didn't get any bread.
You didn't get any bread?
No, dear. They didn't have any bread, so I got some rolls.
How many rolls did you get?
I can't remember, dear.
John,
Yes, dear.
did you go to the pub again?
Yes, dear.
How many drinks did you have?
Only 4 or 5, dear. Small ones.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith.
Good afternoon, Miss Wilde. Did you finish those letters?
Yes, sir. I typed them and signed them for you.
Did you photocopy them?
Yes, sir. I photocopied them and posted them.
Did Mr. Jackson arrive?
Yes, sir.
What time did he arrive?
About 2 o'clock, sir, but he didn't stay. He didn't have time.
What did he want?
Oh, I didn't ask, sir.
Did you telephone Mrs. Smith?
Yes, I did, but she wasn't in.
And the table at Mario's for tonight?
Yes, sir. I reserved a table for 2 at 8 o'clock.
Good. Did, Lulu telephone?
Yes, sir.
The story of Willie the Kid. Willie the Kid arrived in Dodge City one evening. He walked into the saloon and looked slowly around the room. Everybody was afraid. Willie had 2 guns. The sheriff was in his office. He was asleep. The saloon barman rushed into the sheriff's office.
Willie the Kid's in town.
The sheriff hurried to the saloon. The sheriff shouted to Willie,
"Give me your guns, Willie!"
This town is too small for both of us.
Willie replied calmly. They walked into the street. The sheriff waited. Willie moved his hand towards his gun. The sheriff pulled out his gun. He fired twice. The first bullet missed Willie. The second killed him. 2 cowboys carried Willie away. That was the end of Willie the Kid.
Anne's a student at London University. She studies Spanish, and she goes to Spain every summer. She lies in the sun, she drinks a lot of wine, and eats a lot of Spanish food. She always flies by British Airways. Her mother and father went to Italy last year. They toured Italy by coach. They saw a lot of interesting places. They ate spaghetti in Rome, drank coffee in Venice, and took a lot of photographs. The sun shone every day. They went to Italy by coach. Professor Hopkins teaches Anne at London University. He went to India last year. He saw the Taj Mahal and rode on an elephant. He wrote postcards to all his friends. He flew by Air India. Rob is Anne's boyfriend. He hitchhiked around the United States last summer. He stayed there for a month. Of course, he ate hamburgers and drank cola. He met a lot of interesting people. He bought a lot of American pop records and brought them back to England. He flew there by Pan American.
Bill Craig and John Fitzgerald are pilots. Last year their plane crashed in the Pacific Ocean. They were in a rubber dinghy for 4 weeks. They didn't have much water, and they didn't have many things to eat. They had a few bananas and a little brandy from their plane. They caught a lot of fish. They had only a little chocolate. They had only a few biscuits and a few apples. After 4 weeks, they saw a ship, and the ship rescued them.
Good morning, Shirley.
Hello, Jill.
Oh, I'm tired this morning.
Are you? Why?
Well, I went to the concert last night.
Which concert?
The pop concert, the one at the town hall.
Oh, Which group did you see?
I saw Robbie and the Rebels, their new group.
Are they good?
They usually play well, but last night they played badly.
Is Robbie a good singer?
Oh, yes, he usually sings well.
Did he sing well last night?
No, he didn't. He sang very badly.
What about the group?
Oh, the guitarist played beautifully, but the drummer was loud.
Yes, pop drummers always play loudly.
I know. I had a headache after the concert.
I never go to pop concerts. I prefer classical music. Excuse me, I lost my handbag this morning.
Where did you lose it?
On the bus. I left it on the number 28.
Well, you're lucky. The conductor found it.
Thank goodness. I was worried.
Here it is. He gave it to me an hour ago. What did you do last weekend?
I went to Oxford.
Really? How did you go?
I went by car.
How long did it take?
It took about 2 hours.
Hello, John. I thought you were in Brighton.
I was. I drove there on Friday.
Yes?
And I came back on Saturday morning.
Oh. Well, why did you come back?
Well, I went to a casino and spent all my money.
How did you do that?
Well, I won a little at first, then I lost everything. Have a cigarette.
No, thanks. I'm trying to stop.
Oh, come on, I insist.
No, really. I've got a terrible cough.
Good evening, and here is the 8 o'clock news. Last night, there was a revolution in Mandanga. The rebels attacked the president's palace, shot the president and burnt the building. The Air Force bombed the capital. The United States sent ships to the area this morning. The Soviet Union protested in the United Nations. The Scottish police are looking for 2 climbers in the Highlands. The climbers left yesterday morning to climb Ben Nevis. It began to snow heavily yesterday afternoon. The police sent out a search party yesterday evening. They spent the night on the mountain, but they didn't find the climbers. The Queen opened a new hospital in London today. She met all the doctors and nurses and spoke to the first patients. The Queen wore a yellow dress and a green hat. And next, football. This afternoon at Wembley Stadium, England played against Wales. England lost by 4-0. The English captain broke his leg. The Welsh team played well. David Evans scored 3 goals for Wales.
Well, Miss Smith, this is a change. I usually have water with my meals, you know.
Yes, Mr. Gibbon, but tonight we're having champagne.
Oh, please, don't call me Mr. Gibbon. My friends always call me Horace.
All right, Horace. And we're having fillet steak.
Isn't it wonderful? I normally have egg and chips on Mondays. You see, my wife doesn't like restaurants.
Oh, your wife. What's she doing now?
She's watching television at home. What perfume are you wearing, Miss Smith?
Please, call me Dorothy. I'm wearing Night of Passion.
It's lovely. My wife never wears perfume.
I don't always wear it, but this is a special occasion.
Of course it is. I never come to restaurants like this. Dorothy, I want to ask you something.
Oh, Horace, go on. I'm enjoying this evening so much.
Well, it's difficult.
Please, ask me.
Well, you know we've got a lot of work at the office.
Yes?
Well, can you work on Saturdays until we finish it?
Oh.
2 cars were going along Cambridge Street. An Englishman was driving a Rolls-Royce, and a foreign student was driving a VW. The Englishman was driving slowly and carefully. The student wasn't driving carefully. He was looking at a girl. She was walking along the street. She was wearing a short skirt, and she was carrying a handbag. The traffic lights were green. A dog was sitting beside the traffic lights. A cat was sitting on the opposite corner.